What if everything you believe to be true about the world is only a fragment of what actually exists? What if your perception, your knowledge, and even your deepest convictions are confined not by reality itself, but by the narrow field of vision that your senses and mind have explored so far? Arthur Schopenhauer, one of the most incisive and uncompromising philosophers of the 19th century, warned that every man takes the limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world. Stay with me, because by the end of this journey, you may begin to see not only the vastness of reality beyond your perception, but also how your very experience of life is shaped by the borders of what you have seen, felt, and imagined. We like to believe that our understanding of the world is objective, that through observation, reasoning, and careful thought, we can grasp reality as it truly is. Schopenhauer shatters this comforting illusion. He invites us to confront a humbling truth. The world we perceive is not the world itself, but the world as it appears to us through our personal lens of experience. Each of us exists within a narrow field of vision, limited by what we have encountered, what we can imagine, and the assumptions we carry. The paradox is stark. We take the horizon of our perception for the horizon of existence, mistaking a partial view for a complete truth. In this sense, every certainty we hold about the world is tempered by the boundaries of our own experience, and the mind can scarcely distinguish between what is true and what is merely visible. Schopenhauer lived in a period when the optimism of Enlightenment rationalism was giving way to introspection and even pessimism. Influenced profoundly by Kant's transcendental idealism, he began with the distinction between phenomena, the world as we perceive it, and noumena, the world as it is in itself. Yet he departed from Kant in a crucial way. He argued that the phenomenal and noumenal are not two separate realms, but the same world, experienced from the perspective of a limited, finite mind. Reality, Schopenhauer insisted, is fundamentally shaped by will, a blind, irrational, and universal force, and what we perceive through our senses is only a glimpse of this vast energy, filtered through our subjective consciousness. No matter how rational, educated, or perceptive we believe ourselves to be, our vision of the world is colored by our desires, fears, instincts, and the limits of our sensory and intellectual capacities. Schopenhauer's own life mirrored this tension between perception and reality. Born into a wealthy, cosmopolitan family in Danzig, he was expected to follow in his father's mercantile footsteps. Yet his restless travels through France and England exposed him to experiences far beyond his early life. The death of his father freed him to pursue philosophy, a path that allowed him to explore the limits of perception and human understanding. Yet, in his personal life, he was often at odds with others, including his critical mother, illustrating that even his own relationships were framed by narrow personal perspectives. Modern neuroscience confirms what Schopenhauer intuited more than 2 centuries ago. Our brains are not passive receivers of reality. They are interpretive engines that filter, simplify, and construct the world into a coherent narrative manageable for survival and action. Cognitive biases, attentional limits, and selective perception mean that what we notice and what we fail to notice is profoundly shaped by prior experience, expectations, and even our emotional state. Psychology shows that 2 people observing the same event can interpret it entirely differently, not because the world changes, but because their minds impose unique frameworks of understanding. In this sense, Schopenhauer's insight is timeless. Reality extends far beyond the narrow patches of experience that define our personal vision, and yet we often mistake the limits of our observation for the limits of existence itself. Assuming that our limited field of vision defines reality has profound consequences. In our ethical judgments, political beliefs, and personal relationships, We project our narrow experience onto others, mistaking subjective perception for universal truth. We assume that what we fear, desire, or value must be shared by all, and that the reality we have experienced is all that can be experienced. Schopenhauer's warning is a call to humility, to recognize that our certainty is provisional, shaped by the boundaries of our perception. The danger lies not in what we see, but in the arrogance of thinking that what we see is all that exists, leading inevitably to prejudice, overconfidence, and self-deception. And yet, if our perception is inherently limited, how can we hope to know what lies beyond it? Are we doomed to inhabit the confines of our personal experience, forever mistaking the map for the territory? If every human mind has blind spots, how can we approach a more complete understanding of reality? And how can we ever hope to comprehend the lives, thoughts, and experiences of others? These questions reveal not only the limits of knowledge, but the challenge of humility, empathy, and curiosity in the face of infinite complexity. Schopenhauer's insight echoes through the history of philosophy. The ancient Empedocles suggested that each person believes only what they have experienced, and in the 17th century, John Locke asserted that human knowledge could not extend beyond experience. Kant reframed this by showing that we construct the phenomenal world from our perceptions, while the noumenal world, the world in itself, remains inaccessible. Schopenhauer deepened this understanding by demonstrating that the phenomenal and noumenal are intertwined. But our access to both is constrained by the limitations of our mind and will. Later, Nietzsche would build upon this to examine the drives behind human behavior, while Freud explored the hidden layers of desire and perception shaping human experience. Even modern physics and cognitive science remind us that reality is far stranger, larger, and more complex than our intuition alone can grasp. Through all this, Schopenhauer's literary clarity and relentless rigor illuminate the human condition. Perception is never passive, knowledge is always partial, and understanding the limits of our vision is the first step toward wisdom. Consider your own life, the assumptions you hold, the people you judge, the decisions you make. How often are these shaped by the narrow patch of the world you have personally seen? Schopenhauer's insight is profoundly practical. Recognizing that our perspective is limited fosters humility, encourages curiosity, and cultivates empathy. By stepping beyond the borders of our own perception, we open ourselves to other experiences, other minds, and other truths. We come to understand that our certainty is provisional, that our version of reality is partial, and that the vastness of the world, its forces, patterns, and unseen connections far exceeds what we can directly observe. Schopenhauer challenges us to acknowledge that every human mind is a window onto reality, yet that window is never complete. To live wisely is to accept the boundaries of our perception, to question assumptions, to seek experiences beyond the familiar, and to cultivate awareness that the horizon we see is only a fragment of the infinite. In doing so, we develop humility, empathy, and curiosity, and we discover that the world is far larger, stranger, and more awe-inspiring than our minds alone can grasp. Schopenhauer's message is not merely theoretical, it is a practical guide to living with awareness, to seeking understanding without arrogance, and to embracing the vastness of what lies beyond our own vision. Ask yourself, which aspects of reality have you never noticed because they lie beyond the edge of your perception? How might your life, relationships, and understanding of the world change if you sought to expand your vision, question your assumptions, and confront your blind spots? If this reflection sparked curiosity or wonder, share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to continue exploring ideas that challenge perception, illuminate the unseen, and expand the boundaries of understanding, subscribe and join us on a journey through the philosophies that reveal not only the world, but the mind trying to grasp it.